Hey everyone, it's Mike. So today's video, I've got a good one for you. This one is going to be about farmers markets, why you should go to them, why they're important. This is for whether you're an aspiring farmer, if you are a farmer, or if you're just a customer. Maybe you're going to go shop at the farmers market, get some stuff for your family. And today's video is going to be all about that. Now, I have a ton of experience selling at the farmers market, and just I've spent a lot of time at the farmers market, and it's been pretty much my full source of income for the past 7 years or so. So I have a lot I can say about this, and I'm actually gonna make several videos about farmers markets, and so there'll be kind of a little series. But today is going to be why you should really be going to these things. They're important. And I sold at the largest farmers market in St. Louis, and it is actually the oldest farmers market on the west side of the Mississippi. It's over 200 years old. I just remember when I first started farming and I was kind of looking at different farmers markets to sell at. It was actually kind of intimidating thinking about it. I remember having conversations with several of my friends, and I was kind of telling them the different farmers markets I was going to attend. And I was going to do, some of the little ones around me first just to get my feet wet. And once I told them I was going to do Soulard, they were like, bro, are you sure you want to do Soulard? Have you seen the amount of produce that they have at Soulard? And actually, believe it or not, guys, I had never been, and you'll learn it's just kind of my personality. I was like, I could go to the farmers market and sell there. Let's do it. I didn't even think about how difficult it was going to be. I was just going head on. So anyway, fast forward, I made it to the Soulard Farmers Market. Basically, at the beginning of my second year growing mushrooms is when I started my endeavor with Soulard Farmers Market. And it was one of the greatest experiences of my life. I want to show you guys just a few clips from Soulard Farmers Market, and just so you guys can really get a grasp of what I'm talking about. Here they are. So the Soulard Farmers Market, 1779. People used to go there on horse-drawn carriages. To me, that's just mind-blowing, and it's so awesome. Now, here's a picture of present-day Soulard Farmers Market. As you can see, this place is packed, one of the busiest markets in St. Louis. I would go there and see hundreds of people every single day. Now, here's a shot of my stand. I would have this thing full of mushrooms. All the mushrooms, wild. If I had grow kits, I would always bring the grow kits. People love growing these mushrooms. And we had all sorts of other products to include as well. All right, now that you guys kind of got a good idea of the Soulard Farmers Market and just farmers markets in general, let's kind of talk about it a little bit. Now, from a farmer's perspective, I just want to say when I was there, probably my first one or two times at the farmers market, I had all these people coming up to me, and they were meeting me because I was new. All right, so when you're a new guy at the farmers market, you just got to kind of learn to interact with people, let them know what your produce is all about, and how they can use it. You really need to educate them. Now, here's an interesting thing. The very first few weeks, though, these customers are the ones educating you too. So I had people come up to me, and one of the things that really resonated with me was the fact I remember one person said, so you grow all this stuff? And I was like, yes. I didn't think anything of it, but here's kind of the dirty, dark secret about farmers markets. A lot of times, these guys aren't growing their own stuff. Believe it or not, that customer told me, because I was really unaware of what was going on at some of these farmers markets, but that customer told me I was one of 4 farmers at that market, like 4 real farmers. It was basically myself, another vegetable farmer who had been there for years. There was an Amish man. I loved the Amish man. I would always buy cinnamon rolls and pumpkin bread from the Amish man. It's one of my favorite things to do. And then there was also another small family farm there as well. Okay, now think about it. Think about the picture you just saw of Soulard Market, how large it was, how many vendors there are. I believe there's like over 100 vendors at that market, and only 4 of them were real farmers. Okay, the rest of the produce is basically just flipped. It's transported
far across the country. It comes from all sorts of regions, which is acceptable, okay? Because, I mean, we all like a different variety of things, but just think about how much that is really lacking from local farmers. So that right there, if you are a local farmer and you're wondering, is there really opportunity out there? If you want it, you can get it. That opportunity is there for you to be a farmer. And it really needs, that gap needs to be filled, because think about it, St. Louis has millions of people, and yet I was at the largest farmers market and there was only 4 farmers. Totally mind-blowing to me. So just from that perspective right there, if you're a farmer, go to the farmers market. You got work to do. And if you're a customer or you're just thinking about picking up some local produce from the farmers market, take that into consideration. Realize that not all of these guys are actually farmers, and some of these people are just kind of flipping the produce. And if you want the most quality, nutrient dense foods you can get, you want to get stuff from the farmer. I actually didn't know this years and years ago. Even when I was a nutrition counselor, I didn't even understand this, to tell you the truth. But locally grown, even or organically grown, organic gets bashed back and forth, you know, but I will just say locally grown produce matters, okay? There is nutrient loss in the transport of these vegetables, okay? If you can get them direct from the farmer, you are going to get a much better product than what you would have got if you just went to the grocery store. Now, it may be a little more expensive, but it is worth the money. You almost can't put a price on your health and stuff like that. So I always feel like if you can get some good food and you can put some good nutrients in your body, it's well worth it. Now, as far as just being a farmer and going there, it might be brand new for you, you know, to kind of get outside of your comfort zone. Because a lot of people like hanging out on the farm, you know, and maybe they're not really extroverts or into hanging out with a bunch of people like that at the farmer's market. But I'll tell you, it is worth it. Your business will grow. You're going to make more connections than you could have ever imagined. And my level of fulfillment, seriously, it went through the roof when I was just selling my produce at the farmer's market. Now, as far as other products and stuff like that, as you can see, I had other products on my table there. And there was some stuff I did sell. When I had one little stint where I took on a business partner and we had a retail shop. So we were doing extra things to try to make some money. I will just say, after having that experience and present day where I'm at, I went back to the farmer's market too, even after we were closing our little retail shop and I had just brought my farm products. My farm products outperformed everything, okay? So don't be lazy. Don't be the reseller, all right? If you're thinking about going to the farmer's market, be the farmer. Trust me, you're needed. The community wants you. It's going to help keep the local food web intact, and it's just going to do great things for the community. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in on today's video. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you go to farmers markets, drop a comment below. Like, let me know, hey, what are your favorite farmers markets to go to? What kind of stuff do you like to get at the farmers market? Have you ever bought my mushrooms at the farmers market? If you're from St. Louis, say, hey, Mike, yeah, I remember buying your mushrooms at the market there one. Hey, everyone, the video cut out on me while I was finishing up. I just want to say, like, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one.